This month, the Big Ten Network is going to air a film called Through the Banks of the Red Cedar. Minnesota filmmaker Maya Washington made this film about her father, former Vikings wide receiver, Michigan State standout Gene Washington. He was on the first fully integrated college football team in America. We're so glad to have Maya with us live this morning. Maya, congratulations on the film being picked up.
Thank you. I mean, we're so excited, and the timing is a special time of year, the holidays when families are gathering. So my dad and I are so excited that the film will be on the Big Ten Network.
Obviously, you lived through some of these years with your father, right? But tell me what the process was like as you really started digging into, frankly, the remarkable history of what your dad went through.
Well, you know, uniquely, I grew up with a dad who worked in the business sector here in the Twin Cities, so I missed the football career altogether. So the past
He was at 3M, right? He was at 3M
yeah,
when, yeah.
exactly. He was at 3M, a guy who put on a suit every day and went to work. I didn't know Gene Washington, the wide receiver that everyone else knows. So in 2011, after his teammate Bubba Smith passed away, I was really moved to find out about their journey from segregation to Michigan State, and that inspired me to delve into this little known chapter in history where my dad and others were part of the first fully integrated college football team in America.
They sort of called this path from Michigan State the Underground Railroad of football. Talk about what that means.
Well, basically, throughout the late 40s, 50s, and 60s, there was sort of an unprecedented effort at Michigan State to recruit Black players from throughout the country, but specifically created a pipeline from the South. They also recruited players from places like Hawaii, so something that wasn't being done in other parts of the country, and certainly not in the South where my dad grew up. He couldn't go to any public colleges and universities as an African-American man. So what they did at Michigan State and what later led to my dad and three others being drafted to the NFL in 1967 really changed the face of the game forever.
Boy, and you in the film tell stories about some of the racism that your dad faced here in Minnesota even. It's unthinkable today when you imagine a draft pick for the Vikings or the Timberwolves or whatever coming to town, and you think realtors would be like tripping over themselves to try to find a home. That wasn't the case for your dad.
It wasn't the case. You know, my parents were you know, blushing newlyweds. It was sort of a whirlwind senior year for my dad. He got drafted, finished up at Michigan State. My mom and he got married in June of '67, and a few months later, you know, he's at training camp. So when they went into a realtor around Lake Cornelia at the time, they were turned away. They were told there's housing, there's nothing for you. And only because someone recognized my dad as a Viking from the newspaper did that realty office actually give them the time of day. So a lot of early players during that time, some of our greats, our Hall of Famers here, also faced discrimination in Minnesota. And their role on the Minnesota Vikings did help them maneuver in society, but our country was in a very different place in terms of segregation as the law of the land and the agreement in certain places.
Well, we know much has changed, Maya, but much has not. I mean, for sure this summer and the death of George Floyd and the racial awakening that has followed perhaps makes this film even more poignant to people right now.
Absolutely. I mean, again, this was sort of a long journey. So clearly I believed in 2011 that Americans were ready to have difficult conversations about race and investigate the ways that played out in sports and in football. But now more than ever, I'm so hopeful that families especially are willing to have difficult conversations, are willing to really look at the ways that what happened 50 years ago is still relevant today, that the challenges we face, we have a history of overcoming, experiencing progress, and it's a great time to kind of continue that spirit and have those values that my dad's generation really fought hard for.
The film is called Through the Banks of the Red Cedar on Big Ten Network, December 24th and 28th. There are the times, 3 and 5:30 p.m. Maya Washington, thanks for sharing this story. I know you have a memoir coming out in the fall as well, so thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.